approximately 1 in 3 Nigerian children does not attend school. Nigeria accounts for roughly 1 in every 5 of the world's out-of-school children. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Kenneth. Good morning, ma'am. My name is Ifunanya Ibeneme. I'm an independent journalist who is passionate about development journalism. On the 14th of May, on the second day of our class on journalism, we were taught news sense and story idea. After that, we were asked to pitch a story. I pitched the story of 5 teenage boys living on the streets along Independence Layout. I've been noticing it over the year. When I'm going to work, I see them on the road. I keep asking myself, what is the problem? Then, on the 21st of May, when we were taught how to write a news story, and we were told to write our own, I still wrote a fabricated story about these boys because I didn't know their real story. But when it was time for us to write a real story, I had to go on the streets. I had to go and find those boys to know what exactly is the problem. What is their real story? Therefore, my story is about out of school and homeless children in the city of Enugu, Nigeria. This story matters because 1 in every 5 children on the street globally is Nigerian. And Enugu State has the second highest number of out-of-school children in the southeast, which I believe is a call for national concern. This feature story is nearly a tiny fraction of what these boys are going through. Now let's dive into the real story. The headline: No school, no shelter, inside the lives of Enugu street boys. It was around noon on a quiet hot Friday afternoon when Goodluck and his 4 younger friends were sitting and lying on a wooden table and chairs chained together by the roadside opposite Spar Mall in Enugu, waiting for the next passerby to ask for money for food. When it started raining, the boys ran under a nearby shawarma spot for shade. Goodluck, the eldest among them, was breathing heavily, gasping for air as he battled asthma. He was 7 years old in 2016 when his mother, dying of cancer, handed him over to an aunt in Enugu. But originally, he's from Ebonyi State. He did not like how his cousins treated him. In 2018, he left for the street and dropped out of school in primary 6. I'm a man. I need to fend for myself. When I left my aunt's house, I didn't want to depend on my elder sister and her husband, who are not financially stable. So I chose to live on the street, Goodluck said. He's 17 now. He has been on the street for 7 years. Goodluck is not alone. His underage companions, Chidera, Chinedu, Uche, and Jude, range from 13 to 16 years old. All dropped out between primary 3 and primary 6. All are from the southeast Nigerian states. All are living on the streets of Enugu. They are part of a staggering national crisis. The Federal Ministry of Education estimates over 14.8 million out-of-school children in Nigeria, while UNICEF and UNESCO put the figure between 18.3 million and 20 million, meaning approximately 1 in 3 Nigerian children does not attend school. Nigeria accounts for roughly 1 in every 5 of the world's out-of-school children. UNICEF also estimates there are over 8 million street-connected children in Nigeria. Children who left home because of poverty, a parent's death, or domestic neglect, and who are now vulnerable to exploitation, abuse, and social stigma. Whenever people insult me, I remember my mother that I didn't get to experience while growing up. It always makes me cry, said Chidera. My major pain right now is my health. It was after my mother's death that my asthma was discovered, so I can't do hard jobs like pushing a barrow. I only help people dispose of rubbish and pick metal and beverage scraps to sell, Goodluck said. The Enugu State government has made moves to address this crisis. Governor Peter Mbah's 260 Smart Green Schools project was built partly to reduce out-of-school numbers. In an interview with Tech Cabal, Chinyere Onyishi, special advisor to the governor on education innovation, acknowledged the scale of the problem. She said, "You see a child on the street, you can now ask, what are you doing here? Because now you have smart schools. They are free. They provide food, uniform, and books. There is no excuse to not be in school." The data reflects this problem. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, Enugu ranks second highest in the southeast for out-of-school children at 7.5%, a figure the Smart Green School project was designed to reduce. But these boys are still on the streets. Some nights, up to 12 of them sleep on the green carpet by the entrance of a nearby lounge, or on wooden chairs inside a dilapidated food store. In the morning, they disperse to make whatever little they can. They were supposed to be in secondary school. Yet, their dreams remain intact. Jude wants to be a doctor. Chukwuemeka, whose father lost both legs, whose mother washes clothes to make money, wants to learn furniture making and return to school. Goodluck wants to be a celebrity artist and a businessman, inspired by the Enugu-born rapper, Jarek the Hustler. "I know I'm a talented artist, but because of resources, sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my time," Goodluck said. They are not wasting their time. They are waiting for someone to come and take them off the street, for a chance at the future they can still clearly see. A feature story written by Ifunanya Ibeneme, an independent journalist. Thank you. The story is supposed to make me want to cry.
Interesting take. First of all, I commend your consistency. I remember the first time you pitched this story and how I said, 4 boys on the streets in one uncompleted building is a story from a human angle point that everyone will want to know what becomes of the boys. So it is really commendable that now that you are to write on a feature real life story, Capstone project, you decided to go back to that same story and have interactions with the boys. Now, question is, what do you intend to achieve with this story?
Okay, so what I intend to achieve is to, when I spoke with the boys, they told me that they even want to be on live TV. I got a lot, but it couldn't be contained in just 600 words. They said they want to be televised. One of them said, "I want to be on TV so that my daddy will see me and come and take me." So if I can get the opportunity to pitch the story to a TV platform and we can go and have an interview with them, that would be beautiful so that they can get help. And even this article, I also intend to publish it and see if there are other platforms that can have access to it. And who knows, somebody is going to read it and those children can get help, because that's what they need at this point. Somebody needs to take them out of there, put them in school, take full responsibility for them. And so essentially what I want to achieve with this is to bring help to those children and the other children as well.
You know, we've seen this before. We've seen stories where people are showcased. Let's take, we've had this over and over. From the bread seller that put a bomb to fish seller.
I think fish. Fish pie.
And we've seen situations where the stories,
the security guys at the
the KFC security boys that were put out, like televised. People see them key in. The stories that follow are not always very good. There are always that accusation and counter-accusation from the helper to the helpee in this case, and it becomes the case. So televising them could be one-step strategy, but it does not, because you are seeking for a permanent solution. For the guy that has asthma, he needs not just his inhaler, he needs to be able to put in a place where he'll be able to do the type of work he can. For the one that wants to be a medical doctor, he will need to go to school. And the person that said he wants the dad to say, the dad two legs are cut. So if the dad's saying him, how does that help the situation?
No. That's not the person that wants the dad to see him.
Okay, it's a different person.
Yes, actually the one that wants to be an artist, I want to be a businessman. The dad is somewhere that he doesn't know. The dad doesn't even know where he is at the moment. So he's hoping that the dad will see him on TV and then come to his rescue. And apart from that, there is more. I also want the Enugu state government, because the smart green school, they also has provision for hostels. So boys like this, if they can have access to education, they can live in the hostel.
Your source mentioned the smart green school, but we didn't get a promise out of her. I was hoping to get a promise to say, we're going to take on the boys, since we're saying smart grade schools, and she's heading the smart grade schools, and saying, oh, we're going to put in work, take on the boys, and get them to...
No, I didn't speak to her directly.
Okay.
You know, what I mentioned was, according to in an interview with Tech Cabal, it's an online...
In an interview with Tech Cabal. Okay, so what we're going to do is, you're going to paraphrase that. Okay. With Tech Cabal, you need to give us. When I saw that, I was wondering. I thought Tech Cabal was the publisher, the platform of its own. So I expected a hyperlink here to that interview, because what you're doing is that you're linking that story. And it also, if you could be able to speak to Chinyere, it will make a lot of sense. The reason is simple, because what Chinyere said here, as much as it's linked to smart school, does not give promise to the boys. It simply said, oh, we built the smart school, so if you're on the streets, you're by yourself, you're on your own.
There is no promise or reach out. Yes. Reach out to boys on the street. So if this can also help government in saying, okay, let's make plans, since the smart schools are free, let's make plans to get these boys from the street to this smart school. So if your feature can help that too.
That's an answer. What do you intend? So televising is not a permanent solution. It could be one of the strategies, yeah, but we need like a way to guide through. As for your sources, you have three sources: the boys, and from Tech About that. Your MBS report also is very scary. The MBS report, second highest in the Southeast for out of school children. You know, that would mean at 7.5%. You know, so if that is a figure that smart school projects, because from here, it sounded like it was meant to address it, but it is not addressing it.
Yes.
So I remember when you're a journalist, what you're giving us are all the two takes. So you said this is what is available. This would have been what smart school, as against this is what smart school was designed. So yes, at that moment you're taking on and speaking for the government was addressed, because government didn't say it was designed to address out of school children. It was designed to keep people in school, to make people want to come to school. So it was designed that people should not drop out in the first place. So if you're going to school, you're going to go eat, you're going to have a good day, and they mentioned they have a boarding house. So does it make sense? But I love like the storytelling. I like how you engage your senses. I could write all back against the 6 W's. I could see where this is. I didn't want it to end because I wanted to see what happened to the boys. Did anybody eventually come on? But it was good. All right, so this is really good.
Thank you.
Well done.
Are you related to Dr. Majinja?
No, man.
Is this
so that mic is my phone.
This one.
That's our own mic. This is...
No, this is mine.
Oh, no. I thought you wanted to record you.
I have another one here.
Interesting.
She wants to capture our reply.
Excellently.
Where's your phone?
It's there.
That's a good content creator.
Thank you, ma.